season 16 is almost done and dusted. But yeah, the final car of choice for the teams this season. So it's Z4's turn for a lap guide. Should be a solid car around here. It does have good straight line speed from memory. And yeah, good luck everyone to this weekend. But we'll hop on board and I'll show you how to do it in the Z4 around here. So yeah, equal conditions mode for this. This is early morning. But here we go straight away to do a lovely lap around Circuit de l'Assas, just where the Le Mans been. So all the way over to the left here, opening up this corner as much as possible, getting it tucked over to the right, using all the track limits here, and you're looking for this first total sign on the right is your braking marker. So as soon as your car's basically straight, hard on the brakes. And then trail it off into the corner, use all the track limits here. In the second here for the Z4, just to keep traction, using all track limits again. You'll see from the bird's eye view and the lap that I don't talk exactly where the car's situated. But yeah, maintain that traction, use all the limits here, all the runoff. The car left, as you come down the hill you want to keep it tucked to the right as much as possible here, keeping you away from the dirty line out there. And as soon as the car's straight here, basically on the brakes, and then just keeping the car nice and balanced through the corner. You want to get the car tucked right here just after the little bollards there that you can see in the rearview mirror. Because you don't want to understeer out here to the left. It's very easy to lose a lot of time if you go off onto that wall. So one of the tricky corners of the track, just a little dab of the brakes. Sometimes certain cars you can keep your gear but just down to third, then quickly back up to the fourth to get the rotation. Use a bit of the track limits. Make sure you use all the track limits here. A very common spot here to get a slowdown, so just be careful. Keep your one wheel kind of on, or your right inside wheel on the inside of the white line. And then we start the long straights where you can enjoy the weather, have a drinks break. You'll be doing 90 minutes around here. Stay in the middle of the road. The crest allows the car to sit lower on the road. You might get an extra K or two in green cruiser mode, not sure. Get the sweaty mode on. And as we come down into the first chicane, so you're looking just before the 100 metre board, so just beware this is on soft tyres and equal conditions, so no wind, so just adjust your brake markers like 10-20 metres either way. But yeah, 100 metre boards or just before. On the brakes, trail it in. Get used to the track limits here as long as you're keeping your inside wheels around the white line or not over the curb, you're good for track limits. Down the first, up the second to get rotation. Focus on good drive out. Because the straights are long here, you'd rather focus on a good out than into the corner as well. Another chance for a drinks break. Beer of choice, who knows. Anyway, so once over the little mound, I start to drift to the right. And you're looking for the 100 metre board again. So this time you've got the one on the right here, you can see a bit better, or the one on the left, which is probably a bit more visible because you're already starting to look at the apex of the corner. So 100 metre board, hard on the brakes, getting down, using all the curbs here. You can use the gears to rotate, maintaining good traction there. Special note for Le Mans 2, these are white lines, so the one just on the right here and the one on the left side of these straights, people get track limits penalties they don't understand. Don't put your car all the way out on the either side, don't even risk it. Basically any more than probably half your car and you get a slowdown penalty for this game. So you're looking at the 100 metre board here on your left is when you're starting to turn in, but you're kind of going straight at this little kink and then hard on the brakes at the kink. Going all the way out, using track limit there. I went a little bit deep, so I released the brake a little bit. But yeah, in a second, get the rotation, get good drive out. So probably a couple of tenths there lost, just on the corner entry. Short track the course as much as you can. Every couple of metres will count over a 90-minute race. Drifting out to the left. MR cars don't enjoy this corner, but everyone else, happy days. So where this green section of road starts, that's when you start to turn in. Go flat, and as soon as you're past the kink part, straight away on the brakes. Down the first, get the car stop rotated, up in the second, maintain traction using all the track limit. Nice spot for track limits here, so I don't go any wider than what I'm doing right now. But I kind of like to brake and then turn in just at the end of this curb or just after the curb's finished, otherwise your car can be unsettled. So up in the second to get that good traction using all the track switches here. And now comes into the handling part of the track really. So coming up towards the Porsche curves. So like this little green patch is your braking zone or your braking marker. Or if you want to coast, whatever. But yeah, a little dab of the brakes, getting the nose tucked in. Try not to go too far left here. I might have just went half a car a bit too wide, but you want to keep it a little bit more right so you can have a bit more flow for this next corner. And it's all about balancing the throttle here so you don't understeer into the wall. And the preceding 2-3 corners. So watch my throttle here, it's always around 50%, 100%. So off throttle a little bit, just balancing it, maybe a little touch of the brakes, coasting, limiting your throttle here because you don't want to go wide here, you want to stay as right as you can. And then at the RMC side, already start to turn left because your car will naturally understeer out here. So again, didn't nail the apex, but straight lining there this bit as much as possible. And as we approach the final bit of the lap, so getting all the track limit, opening up the corners as much as you can. So going across this curb, using all the track limits here. It's more of a, you can even, once you get through that first little bit there, you can almost just coast to this corner if you want. Or if you're going for outright lap guide, yeah, maybe give it a quick little squirt. As you can see, I've given 50% throttle. It's all about keeping the car nice and balanced. Don't abuse the curbs too much, otherwise you can get track limits again. And yeah, so that was a 357 point something, I think 0.5, I don't know why it's not showing. But yeah, I just want to say special thanks to everyone that runs the league. You know who you are, and everyone that is just involved in the day to day, so including you guys that race week in, week out. And then for myself, for the lap guides, Gitman's done a great job. So thanks again, Git, for doing all deliveries. But we'll jump on board without me talking, and we'll go from there. So yeah, thanks everyone, and enjoy your final race. Cheers.